Be honest with me. How many times have you actually sat down to study for a math exam and thought, yep, I totally know how to do this. All of this makes total sense. And then you walk into the exam hall and then everything in your mind goes blank. You can't remember a single formula, a single anything. Don't worry. This happens to a lot of people. And you are just doing passive studying. Math is not a history date or just a random definition that you can just memorize by staring at it. It's a skill and you have to build muscle memory to be able to do it. If you're new here, I'm Kiki and you're watching Math Made Easy with Kiki. Okay, the first step is called the blank page test. When reviewing your notes, check through, and if you see a tricky problem that you've already done in class, then look at the final answer, write down the question, and shut the book. Don't look at the solution. Now try to solve the problem on a blank piece of paper. You're trying to force your brain to recall the steps, and if you can do it flawlessly, then awesome, move on to the next topic. But if you can't, then look at the hint for the next step. Know it, shut it again, and do it. Force your brain to fight through to finish the equation. After you do that, pick another sheet of paper and do it again. Make sure that you can know those steps offhand flawlessly, because if you do that, you're never going to forget that technique again. And any question that comes in that direction is not going to be hard for you anymore because you've already mastered all the steps. Secondly, when doing a math exam, even if you're sure that you know all the formulas, all the steps, all the calculations, pay attention to the minor details, like your units. Like if you forget to add cm square instead of cm in area, you've automatically failed that question. Or if you put cm square instead of cm cube in volume, you've also failed that question. If you put the wrong unit, like meters instead of centimeters, or you forget to change your units into the standard units, like changing from centimeter to meters, or changing from kilometers back to meters, or changing from milligrams to grams. Never forget the tiny details because they make all the difference. Now let's talk about the actual exam day. Most students start at question 1 and push through till they reach the end. Honestly, this is actually a good strategy if you're sure that you know every single question. But most of the time, when you write exams, there's no how you're not going to see a question that's going to stump you. You are. And when you reach questions like that, your brain is going to be like, okay, lock in, I have to get this question right. And then you end up wasting the rest of the time that you could have used to answer the remaining 50 questions answering question 5. You failing question 5, you're going to get maybe a 90. But if you fail all the questions down from question 5, you're not even going to make the cutoff mark because you were too busy trying to solve question 5. So if you're having trouble with a particular question, skip it. Move to the ones that you actually know. Make sure you do those ones flawlessly so that you know that you actually have those marks secure. Then when you're done with the ones you know, come back to the tricky ones. Waste all the remaining time on those ones because you're absolutely sure that you can get at least 80 marks from the ones you already know. Even if you can do the algebra or calculations in your head, write down every single step. Don't miss a single one because even if you make a calculation error at the end and your mathematical workflow is flawless, your teacher is only going to deduct 1 to 2 marks. He's not going to fail you for the entire question because you missed the answer at the end. But if you get the answer right and you end up not writing down any of the steps, then your teacher becomes suspicious and deducts marks for not showing the steps. So protect your points. We all know test anxiety is real, but preparation is better than panic. If you don't know a question or if you're having trouble, don't stare at a wall. Staring at the wall wastes your time, drains your energy, and wastes brain power through anxiety and all the things that are going to be going through your head. And just like that, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope this video has helped you to prepare for exam season and you can pass all your exams well. Don't forget to check out all my other videos for tutorials on how to solve math concepts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!